Welcome back to another top shelf review. This time I'm taking a look at the 1/6 scale Jackie Chan from Star Toys. So here he is out of the box with all his accessories. A bit light on the accessory side, but then I don't know what else he would come with really. Starting off with the alternative head sculpt. This is a battle damage sculpt, and we'll have a closer look at that in a minute. Comes with a very nice pair of handcuffs. They're made out of metal, so there's some weight to them, and they actually do work. And then he also comes with a service revolver. It does have a working barrel. It's very nice. And then a left holding hand, maybe for the handcuffs. A right trigger finger hand. Nice detailing on these hands. You can see some of the veins there in his hand. It's really quite nice. Two relaxed hands. And two open gestured hands. As well as the two fisted hands and the stand and the crotch grabber. I will say it's nice to see the inclusion of the stand for some of the lower end figures. You don't really get stands, or at least I haven't had stands in the past, so nice to see that included. Okay, so let's take a close look at those sculpts. Starting off with the default sculpt. Really nice, looks just like Jackie Chan as he appeared in the first Police Story movie. Hair's looking very good, eyes are well done. To me, there's no mistaking the likeness. And then the alternative head is very similar, however this is the battle damaged version, so you can see that there's got a nick on his cheek there, another one here, and then a bit of bruising around the mouth and on the other cheek. He's also looking up to his right. Very nice. Okay, so before we check out the articulation, let's have a look at the tailoring. This is pretty movie accurate. Looking back at the first Police Story movie, this is how he looks. The tailoring is actually quite nice for a lower end figure. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It's got a nice weight to it on the jersey. They've also been a little bit ingenious here, and they've taken an opportunity where this would have normally been the actual jersey's branding in the movie. They've popped their own Stars brand on there. That's pretty cool. Clever how they've done that. And then underneath, he also has like a tank top. Nicely done. And then moving down to the trousers, they're like this corduroy material, and you can see they actually do look like mini cords. And he's got a belt. The belt's a little bit basic, but you know, what do you expect? It's nice to see it included there. And the pockets actually are working pockets. So good attention to detail there. But for me, it's a little bit interesting. I've never seen a figure with socks before, and it was quite a surprise when I rolled up the trouser here and saw these socks. It's quite cool. Don't know that I've come across that. John Wick is probably the only other figure I can think of that has socks. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then finally the shoes, all sculpted. The nice Detailing on the laces there, all sculpts. On the bottom, detailing on the soles. They do have some slight weathering to them, not much, but there is a little bit of weathering. Yeah, could have done with a touch more weathering on there, but all in all, it's not bad at all. Okay, so let's check out the articulation. For a Jackie Chan figure, you're going to expect some good articulation. Not sure what type of body this is. I'm not really up to speed with the different bodies on the market. Mine is a little bit loose. I'm not sure if that's just a fault with that type of body, or I was just unfortunate with my particular figure. Also, my figure does have a bit of an issue with the head. The peg is just not long enough at all to go in that socket. Again, don't know if it's a common issue with these figures or if it is just mine, but because of that, the range of motion at the head, you do get the range of motion you'd expect, but if you try and have it facing down for too long or too far down, it's going to fall off. So that's unfortunate. However, at the shoulder, great range of motion. Feels like it's on a ratchet. There's some swivel. Yep, good amount of swivel at the bicep. Good range of motion at the elbow. And then the wrist is just the standard peg. In terms of the ab crunch, it's a good amount of swivel at the waist, and then his ab crunch, it's pretty good. Does stick out a little bit at the back, but that's a decent ab crunch. At the hip, a good range of motion, not restricted at all by the clothing. He's got a swivel and a double jointed knee. And then finally at the ankle, good range of motion, a swivel and a pivot. So yeah, like I said, a great range of motion for this figure. Unfortunate about that head, but not sure if that's just mine. If you've got this figure and you have similar issues with the head, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know if it's a design fault. So my final thoughts on the Star Tours Jackie Chan. All things considered, this is a great figure. Very nice articulation, movie accurate tailoring, 2 alternate head sculpts that really do scream out 80s Jackie Chan. A bit light on the accessories, but you really don't need much else, and a very attractive price point. It is a shame about that neck peg, but as I'm thinking that's only my figure, to me, this is a top shelf piece.